Hi everyone, in this comprehensive tutorial, I will show you how to self-host n8n, a powerful automation platform on DigitalOcean Droplet. First, what is n8n? For those unfamiliar, n8n stands for Node Machine. n8n is a powerful workflow automation tool. It allows you to connect different applications and services, automate tasks, and build complex workflows visually. It is similar to automation tools like Zapier and make.com. It is not open source, but it is sustainable use license. There are no license costs associated with its use. We have different types of n8n installations. Before we dive into self-hosted n8n installation using DigitalOcean, let us quickly discuss the different ways you can install n8n. Local installation. You install n8n on your own machine, giving you full control over the environment. I already made a video on this. You can refer to the link in the description. Docker installation. You can run n8n within a Docker container, providing a more isolated and portable environment. I also made a video on this one. You can refer to the link in the description. Cloud installation. You can deploy n8n to a cloud provider like AWS, Azure, or Google Cloud for easier scaling and management. There are several ways to self-host n8n in a cloud environment. I already made videos on some of these methods. You can refer to the links in the description. In this video, we will look into hosting n8n on DigitalOcean that is highly scalable and very cost effective. If you don't want to deal with any of these installations, n8n offers a cloud hosted version where you can easily create and manage workflows without the need for any server setup. This is the easiest option, fully hosted by n8n. They also offer a 14-day free trial if you want to check it out. Here is their pricing plans page. We have monthly and annual subscriptions. For annual subscription, we have starter subscription as $20 per month and pro as $50 per month. And there is an enterprise subscription. We can switch to monthly. The cost will be a little bit higher. Starter is $24 per month. Pro is $60 per month. You can also click on this start free trial button, fill in your details, and you will get access to cloud version for 14 days. Now let us focus on self-hosted cloud installation of n8n using DigitalOcean. As we can see, n8n has a good documentation of hosting n8n on DigitalOcean. We will be following this documentation. You can also refer to this documentation while following my video for performing this installation. Let us look at the DigitalOcean's website. You can just type in digitalocean.com in your browser address bar. DigitalOcean is a cloud hosting provider that offers a range of cloud computing services, primarily focused on providing infrastructure as a service. They offer virtual machines which are called droplets on DigitalOcean. These are essentially virtual servers that you can rent and customize to run your applications. Here is their pricing plans page. They have these different plans, but we are interested in the droplets plan. Click on view pricing button here. Here we can see more details about their droplet pricing plans. The pricing depends on the configuration of the server. As we can see, the minimum configuration is $4 per month. You need to create an account first before you can purchase the droplet. I have provided the link in the description with which you will get $200 credit. When you click on the link that I provided in the description, you will be taken to this page. Click on this get started button. You can sign up to DigitalOcean in different ways. As you can see here, we have the option of using Google, GitHub, or just sign up with an email. I will show you how to sign up with the Google option here. Let me click this sign up with Google button. Choose your Gmail account to continue with the sign up. Click on continue on the next screen. Click on your account here on the top right. Then click on this my account button. Next, you will need to answer these questions on this page on how you plan to use DigitalOcean. Let me click on this drop down box. I will select web application. Click on this role. You can select the one that is suitable to you. Once you fill in the appropriate choices, click on this submit button. Add your payment details on the screen. After filling all the payment details, click on this create button. Once the payment method has been added, you will see your credits are active message here. Here you see the different products of DigitalOcean. It also created a first project as the default project. You can leave it as it is. You can click here on this create button. Then you will see this droplets option. Click this droplets option. We are at the page of creating droplets now. As I mentioned earlier, a droplet represents a virtual machine. Essentially, we are creating our own virtual machine here with different configurations. Here we need to select a region. Choose the region that is close to where you live. I will select New York, then scroll down. Then for the choose an image option, we are not selecting any of these options here. Click on this marketplace option. Here we want to select Docker. It is a pre-built package, meaning it already has Docker installed on it. So we don't need to worry about installing Docker again. Type in Docker in the search bar. Let us select this Docker choice from the result set. As you can see, it says developer tools here. Let me click on this. You can see it says Docker latest on Ubuntu 22.04. You can click on this if you want to get more details on that one. Then let us scroll down. Now we need to choose the droplet type. Here we have different droplet types. The basic one is shared CPU. You can select dedicated CPUs depending on your requirement, but they will have higher price. For our requirement, the basic plan will work fine. So we have selected this one. Again, we have the CPU options here. We can use the regular or the premium Intel or the premium AMD. Depending on the choice you make, it will have different prices here. Let us select the regular one here. You can always come back and change this if you want to. Then let us select this $6 per month option here. Here is the option to add extra disk space if necessary. Then we have this backups option. You can make a choice here that suits your requirement. You may want to select this backup option if you are building automations for your clients and need extra peace of mind that your automations can be restored if the server gets corrupted for any reason. I'm not selecting this option here as we are creating it for demo purpose. Here we need to choose the authentication method. Select the one that you are comfortable with. I am using this password authentication for simplicity. Enter the password that meets all these requirements. You can check this metrics option depending on your requirement. I'm leaving it unchecked. Scroll down. In the quantity, we are creating one droplet. You can create more with the same configuration if you want to. For the host name, this is the system generated default value, but it can be changed to something that you can remember. Let us type n8n ocean here. That's all we need to do. Let us go ahead and click on this create droplet button here. You can see it is getting created now. It finished creating the droplet. You can click on this to get more details about the droplet. And here is the IP address of the droplet. Here is the configuration of the droplet. At this point, we created our virtual machine, but we need to deploy it in the cloud. For that, we need to have a domain. You can go ahead and purchase a domain if you don't already have one. I will show you how to buy a new domain. There are many reputable domain providers such as GoDaddy, Namecheap, Google Domains, Hostinger, and Bluehost. We are going to use Namecheap here, but you can choose the one that you prefer. Let us click on this Namecheap domain website. Let us create an account with Namecheap. If you don't already have one, click on this account button, then click on this sign up button. After filling in all the necessary field details, click on this create account and continue button. Now I am logged into my Namecheap account. Here I am at the dashboard page. Here let us find the domain name. I just entered find best solution and then click on this search button. You will see similar domain names with different prices. You can scroll down and then select the one that you would like to use. I'm going to select the one that has the very low cost. Click on this add to cart button, then click on this checkout button. Let us keep it for 1 year and click on this confirm order button, then click on this continue button. Enter the necessary information on the left side and then click on this continue button. Click on the continue button again, then add your payment details, then click the continue button. Review your order finally here and then click on the pay now button. We have completed the purchase of our domain name. Now that we have created a domain and we have our virtual server that we want to access over internet using the domain we just created, we need to create a DNS record which has the information to connect to our domain name to the droplet or the virtual server we created. We are going to create an A record for this purpose. An A record is a fundamental type of DNS record that translates a domain name into its corresponding IP address. Any domain name provider will have this functionality available when you purchase domain through them. You also have an option to use Cloudflare to set up the DNS record under their free plan. Here we have detailed instructions on how to add the DNS names or the A record. Go to your dashboard, click on this domain list, click on this manage option, then click on this advanced DNS, go to host records section and then click on this add new record, then select a record. Let us enter n8n for the host name. We need to provide the IP address here. We can get this IP address by going back to our droplet that we created in DigitalOcean. Here is the IP address. Just click on this copy button, come back to Namecheap, paste the IP address here, then click on this save all changes button. We can see the record has been added. Normally it will take about 30 minutes for newly created records to take effect. Now we can check n8n documentation on the next steps for creating n8n instance on the DigitalOcean. Click on this docs and then click on this self-host n8n. Click on the server setups and then click on this DigitalOcean. Here it will give you all the detailed steps for the installation. Just scroll down. It says create a droplet. We have already done that. We have also created the DNS. If you want to know more about the DNS, you can click on this link and go through the concepts. Next, we need to perform these steps. We need to log into the droplet and create a new user as per these instructions. We should always work with a user that is different from the root user. That is the reason we are creating a new user here, and then we will use that new user account for doing all the subsequent steps. We need to log in as root in our droplet and then execute this command add user and the username. Let us go to our droplet. In order to run those commands, we need to click on this console button. Let me click on this console button. This has opened the command line interface where we can execute commands at the operating system level. We are logged in as root. We need to add a user now. The username can be any name that you want to use. Here I am using FB solution. Then press enter. Let us enter the password here. Retype the password. The password has been updated successfully. The full name is optional. Just hit enter. All these prompts are optional. I'll just go forward by hitting enter. Is this information correct? Type in capital Y and press enter. Now the user has been created. Next, we will be granting the new user administrative privileges. We need to execute this usermod command. In order to do that, you can copy this command from n8n documentation and then paste it here and then substitute the username with your own username. Press enter. Now we need to log in with the new user that we have created. Type in login and then your username and then enter the password that you have used for this user. You can see now we have logged in with the new user that we have just created. As we have given the new user administrative privileges, we should be able to execute any command. We have done all these steps. Now we need to clone the configuration repository. The Docker Compose, n8n and caddy require a series of folders and configuration files. We are cloning this from the repository into the home folder of our new user that we just created on the droplet. You can copy this command by clicking this button here. I pasted the command here and then hit enter. You can see it finished. Now we need to change directory to the root directory of the repository we just cloned. You can copy paste this command from the n8n documentation. Hit enter. Now we are in that directory. Now we need to create the Docker volumes. A Docker volume is a dedicated directory on the host machine that is designed to persist data independently of the container's lifecycle. It ensures that your data remains even if the container is deleted or recreated. This is crucial for applications that rely on persistent data such as databases, file servers, and applications that store user data. We will create Docker volumes for caddy and n8n. I just entered this command sudo docker volume create caddy underscore data. You can copy and paste this command here, then hit enter. Now let us create the Docker volume for the n8n data. You can copy paste this command from n8n documentation. Let me hit enter here. Next, we will open the ports. Let us execute the command to open the ports, then hit enter. Here we are opening ports 80 and 443. Hit enter. Next step is to configure the n8n environment. n8n needs some environment variables set to pass to the application running in the Docker container. The example .env file contains placeholders that we need to replace with our own values. Let us open the environment file with the nano command. You can paste the command nano.env. This file has inline comments that will help you which variables need to be changed. Let us change these values. This will depend on your installation. Data folder is /home and then the username and then this directory n8n docker caddy. Then domain name in this case is findbestsolution.online. Substitute this with your own domain name. Subdomain is n8n. There is no need to change that one. Generic time zone, you can change it depending on your location. If you leave it blank, it will use America, New York time zone. For the SSL email, give the email that you want to use. Once you made all the changes to this file, press Ctrl X, and for the save modified buffer prompt, answer with capital Yes and hit enter. Now we have made changes to the environment file. Next we have the docker compose file, which is docker-compose.yml. It defines the services the application needs. In this case, caddy and n8n. The caddy service definition defines the ports it uses and the local volumes to copy to the containers. The n8n service definition defines the ports it uses, the environment variables n8n needs to run. Some have been defined in the .env file and the volumes it needs to copy to the containers. There is no need to change anything in the docker compose file. We can just take a look at it by running the nano command. Type in nano and the file name docker-compose.yml and hit enter. So here you can see the lines in the docker compose file. We have already discussed about what is contained in this docker compose file. There is no need to change anything here. You can just take a look at it to see how all this are defined. Let us press Ctrl X now to exit out of it. Next we need to make a small change in the caddy config file, as it needs to know which domain it should serve and which port it should expose to the outside world. Let us open it in the editor by typing in nano and then the caddy file. I want to open this in the editor. Press enter now. Now we are going to change this sample domain name with our own domain name. Make sure you enter your domain name correctly here. Then save the file and exit. Press Ctrl X to do that and then enter Y here to save the file and hit enter. Now the file is saved. We are done with the configuration and are ready to start the n8n instance now. Let us start the n8n and caddy using the docker compose file. Copy paste the command sudo docker compose up -d and then hit enter. Let me enter the password for this account here. You can see it is pulling the necessary files. Give it a few minutes, then we will be ready to test our installation. We can see it finished everything successfully. Now our n8n should be available on the internet. Let us confirm it by using the DNS Checker website. DNS Checker is a free online tool that helps you check the status and propagation of your domain's DNS records. Type in dnschecker.org in your browser. Here I am on their website. Let us enter our n8n instance URL here. Then click this search button. You should see all green check marks in the map here. It's a good sign that everything is checked with a green check mark. Let us open the browser window in incognito mode and type in the URL for our n8n instance. I just pasted it here and then hit enter. You will see this page for the first time you access it. Provide your details here and then click the next button. Answer the relevant questions here and then click this get started button. Then you will see this pop-up saying get paid features for free forever. Enter your email ID here and click on this send me a free license key, or you can completely skip this by clicking on this skip button. Now we are in n8n interface and you can access this instance from anywhere we have the internet. We have the navigation menu here on the left side, and here in this area you will work with your n8n workflows. We have three options here. The first one is workflows. Then we have this credentials here. It will display all the credentials that you are using in your workflows to interact with the different applications and services. And then we have this executions button. Here it will show you the history of the workflow executions. It is empty now as it is a brand new instance. If you need help building automated lead generations, setting up cold email machines for your marketing campaigns, please reach out to me. If you found this video useful, please like, share, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Let me know in the comment section if there is any specific topic you want to be covered. Bye until next video.